okay. But then, like, I don't know, I just started writing poetry, and I have not written poetry in a really long time. Like, writing used to be like really special to me. Like, poetry is one of my favorite forms of art besides like music and stuff. I can't create that, but I used to create a lot of poems, and that was my form of art. And I eventually like realized I wasn't passionate about it anymore because a lot of like outside influence, and so I stopped writing for years. I did. And when I journal, like, there are moments where like I'll maybe write a poem that's like a couple sentences, but nothing like how I used to write. I will say, like, how I used to write like a decade ago, no, definitely not the way I write now. Like, I've changed my writing style for sure, but like I just subconsciously feel like my writing is never good enough and whatever it may be, because it was never about that. It was never about like, oh my god, what a great poem. It was more so about the way it made me feel, and I stopped feeling that way because of like outside things. But I just wrote a poem and it just like really hurt. It did. I guess it needs to happen though, like, because I remember yesterday I kept holding back tears all day long, like literally all day long. And normally I just let myself cry, but all day yesterday I had this lump in my throat and I just wanted to cry so bad, and I wouldn't let myself. And then it was finally nighttime. I'd say after like 10 hours of just like holding on strong, I finally just let myself do it. I just started bawling my eyes out, and I felt so much better afterwards. And it made me realize that crying is actually helping me. And I know that sounds crazy because I cry on here all the time and people talk shit about it, but I don't care. Like, it's helping me to like just like gets out something. So as I was writing this poem, I'm just like crying, and it was just like a whole therapeutic experience, to be honest. It really was. And I know after this wave of sadness and these wave of tears and emotions, once it goes away, I'll be okay again. And I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time, and then I'm gonna start filming again. But I just wanted to let you guys know kind of where my head's at currently, because I'm just like really emotional lately. Really emotional. I'm going through something that is obviously clearly affecting me, and not everyone is affected by the same things, but this is affecting me in a way that I literally was not expecting. So breakups are really hard, and depending on certain circumstances, it could be harder for others or freeing for others. Or some people are so happy after a breakup, some people are fucking devastated, and that's just where I'm at right now. And it's gonna be like that for a little bit. It's gonna be like that for a little bit. And I've been getting so many messages on Instagram that have just been amazing, and I thank you guys so much. But there was one that was just like, I appreciate you being so vulnerable and relatable, and the fact that you were doing this in front of a large audience just goes to show how strong you are. And it just like truly meant the world to me to read those words. God, I can't believe I just did my makeup, and now my makeup's all messed up. Oh, only me, you know? I just feel like I need to let myself feel, because by not allowing myself to feel, I'm not gonna heal. And as someone who is daily vlogging for 15 days, you guys are gonna see that process happen. And I just need you guys to be patient with me, please, because I can't control how I feel currently, but I'm trying my hardest to control like my actions around it. I'm trying really hard. So, but yeah, just patience, please. Anyways, I am going to journal just a little bit more and then get out of this like headspace, because it will go away. It comes in waves, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Super like floppy and annoying, So I'm over here trying to decide what to do. I am getting rid of these mirrors, by the way. I used to have 3 of them because I was gonna do this whole moment. They're so dusty right now, but I just like don't care. But I used to have 3. I got rid of 1. Now I still have 2. I have this guy and then the other one's right there. So I will be getting rid of these for sure. I'm trying to think of like what furniture I plan on keeping. I have a huge chair in my living room that I'm probably gonna get rid of, which is kind of crazy. I don't know, it's just like memories or held on to certain things. Like I'm trying really hard to separate myself from blankets. That's a whole other topic, but there's gonna be a lot of blankets that I'm getting rid of because of memories and stuff, because I have this weird like attachment with blankets. Literally been like this since I was like 2 years old, so don't ask, don't come for me. I'm a weird girly, I'm quirky. So the topic of blankets right now is a hard one. I know, I hope someone out there understands. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know, we'll get there when we get there, I guess. Sorry, you guys hear my dryer in the back, but look at that cutie. Look how sweet, Twinkie Shore. She's out because we just took a walk. I'm out myself, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, you guys, I really want to try some of these loaded cauliflower bites, bacon and cheddar. I just figured this was a better alternative to me ordering fast food, which is what I really want to do right now. So I'm choosing to do this instead. Like when I want to eat takeout, it's hard for me not to have takeout. Like it's very, very hard. So I'm pretty sure I could just put these in the air fryer. Like it says to use an oven. But then it says cooking in a toaster oven not recommended. I don't know, I'm pretty sure an air fryer is fine. Oh, I'm just gonna make all of them, I guess. One is like flat. I'll show you guys what they look like. I don't know, I hope this is good. I'm just feeling really, really hungry. And this is when the takeout cravings come. Okay, so this is what they look like. I'm gonna plug this guy in. Power, air fry. I guess I'll just have it on for 20 minutes. I'll check it here and there. Okay, hi. It has been 8 minutes and I did some research. If something says oven, you can use an air fryer. And that air fryers actually give out more power. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I learned something. All right, so it's been 8 minutes. I just wanted to check on it. I do use a meat thermometer for like everything. So yeah, this still needs more time. And then it just starts again when you close it. It's pretty great. Hi, we're back. So it's been like 5 more minutes. I catch myself watching Alex, you guys know, the reaction channel. And I'm just listening to him right now. And he literally just said that if I lose weight and become like a success story, that no one's gonna watch me anymore. Pretty much just said that. So it's just like these reaction channels, you ain't adding up. Like, do you actually care about me? And do you want to see me get better? Or are you really just like loving the demise, loving the train wreck so you can just like keep making that money? Like, it's just not enough. And that's just like hard because the more train wreck I am, the more views I get. I was getting my lowest views when I was on really, really good track. When I first got with Feline, it was during that era. I was like losing weight, I was eating super healthy, and I was getting the lowest of views. And now that I'm like not doing that, I don't know. See, it's things like that. When people say things like that, it's just like, it mentally messes with me hardcore. Knowing that I could lose my job if I become healthy and successful in my weight loss. Like, that's, like, don't say things like that, please. Okay, now that I'm done expressing my feelings, where some people would call it a rant, you can call it what you want, but I'm just expressing myself. So these are definitely done. So let me get a plate and then we can plate some and try them. Got a plate. I'm gonna unplug it. So this, I still use this to the person who sent me it. In my P.O. box, the cat spatula, she is still used. I think I prefer it without the ranch. And then I'm also gonna have a Diet Pepsi, ASMR. And now I'm gonna watch Married at First Sight, season 12. It's a really good season. And eat my food. So hot. Okay, so Feline also tried them. She liked them. I'm about to have a couple more because 3 just wasn't enough, so I'm gonna have 3 more. Hello, hello. Okay, so the popsicle stick thing, I've been enjoying it, and I know a lot of you have too. So I actually posted on my Instagram for you guys to send me more questions, because all the ones that I have now are all weight related. So obviously I'm gonna still answer the ones I haven't done, but it's just gonna be a continuous loop of just like questions, things to talk about. I have thought long and hard about getting a podcast, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I can yip and yap and talk and just, I literally could talk your ear off. I'm not even lying. Like, get me in the right mood and my mouth won't shut. I just don't think that I want to, Rattles, come here baby, walking in front of the camera. I just don't think that a podcast is something that I would want to do by myself. Like having a co-host, or maybe just like someone literally there, like a host, like a 2-hoster, me and someone else. Rarity. I think that would be cool. I would totally do it, but it's like, there are a couple people in my life I feel like we would make a bomb podcast, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it would be tea, it would be drama, it would be hot topics, it would be controversial opinions. Like, it would be so good. But unfortunately, the 2 people I'm actually thinking of, I don't talk to anymore. So, and the tea is, one of them used to be my best friend, and another one of them used to be my ex. So I'm not even gonna say who and what and when and how, because it doesn't even matter. But I'm just saying, but I'll show a haul when it gets here. Y'all, why can't I just have like a forever Snapchat filter on my face? Like, look how cute. This is one of my most favorite Snapchat filters. So adorable. I thought I was recording this whole time and I wasn't. Let me start over. I got my groceries and I hauled this, but I had already put it away until I realized my camera's not even on. So I got some steak that I'll probably like cut up, cook in a pan. Got some thin pork chops that I'll probably do like in the air fryer. Got some potatoes. I know I was just talking about carbs, but having 1 potato never hurt anyone, I promise. Not only am I fat and you had to beat on my back, but like I choked on a potato and shit my pants and almost like died in front of you, like. And I got some good old white onion, which is my preferred. I got these loaded cauliflower bites, bacon cheddar. I don't know, figured something different. I really like the Oh Snap pickles, and I guess they have a Hottie Bite one, which is hot and spicy pickle. Figured I would try that. And then there's also these cauliflower wings and sweet chili. Figured I would give that a try too. I got some Brussels sprouts. I love them cooked and raw. I recently discovered 2 bags of broccoli, which I also love cooked and raw. I got some turkey smoked sausage. I like to cook this with like onion. Last but not least, I just got some chicken breast tenderloins. Let's do a popsicle stick question. All right, let's see what we're getting today. 16. These are the ones we've already answered. Do you think Chantel lies about her weight? Wow. That's some tea. So when I first started YouTube, you can go back and look, I weighed about 370, maybe in the 360s. It was definitely somewhere around there. And I'm about, I would say 2 inches taller than Chantel. I think Chantel's 5'1", and she's saying she's about 370, and I'm like 5'2.5", 5'3". So based on my experiences, the way my body's shaped, the way I used to look, etc., etc., I think she's 100% telling the truth. And I understand that that's not everyone's opinion, which is totally fine. But the same people who think she's faking her weigh-ins are the same people who think I'm faking mine. And I'm definitely not. I have never faked a weigh-in. I even went to the good old weight loss clinic, weighed myself on their scale, vlogged it for you guys, uploaded it. And even after doing that, there were still some people in conspiracy theory land thinking that that wasn't even real. But just based on my experience and all of that, I definitely do not think that she is lying about her weight. For some reason, there's just a large quantity of people who want her bigger than what she really is. And I have the same type of audience. Obviously, I'm not saying everyone's like that, but there is a portion of her audience and a portion of my audience who want us bigger than what we really are. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's weird, it's creepy, but I feel like you have to be in that position to kind of understand how it feels. And I don't want people to think I'm sticking up for Chantel. It's just like, no matter if you're a good or a bad person, I think that like, why does the topic of how big someone is always has to be some weird conspiracy and people trying to make it like, for me. 3, I'm gonna say Feline, because I'm still extremely grateful for her friendship, who she is, and I know I could categorize her as part of the friends, but to me, she's more than that. And I also want to say I'm grateful for my family. Last but not least, I want to say I'm grateful for YouTube. I want to say I'm grateful for you guys, my supporters, and you guys keep me on my toes because you guys have been telling me, girl, 15 days of uploading, don't mess up. I posted on my community post today, literally. I was like, oh my God, you guys, my video is gonna be up later. And I got a message on Instagram and someone's like, it better be up before midnight. I was like, okay, I got you. So I quickly was editing it. I just had like a busy, weird day. Obviously you guys haven't seen it because I didn't vlog it. My attention was definitely put somewhere else. I was completely distracted today. So like I started editing, and I was able to get it up still at the right time. It was 5 minutes before midnight. It's fine, I promise. I also want to do 5 things that I am hopeful for in the near future. I'm gonna put connecting with other people. That goes with like family, new friends, just new people in my life. So it's something that I am hopeful for. I'm also hopeful for weight loss. I am hopeful for a new positive outlook on life because I just feel like lately I've been pretty negative. I try to be optimistic in any sort of situation. Like, put me in a situation that is like intense, stressful, whatever it may be, and I will figure out something to say that is on the optimistic side of things. But lately I have been such a pessimist, and I literally hate that about me right now. I'm also hopeful for improving my stamina. And last but not least, improving my relationship with food. And honestly, it's so crazy because I named 5 things already, but I feel like I could continue on because now that I think of it, like, there are a lot of things that I'm hopeful for in the near future, but I just catch myself like constantly just stuck in this like really sad dark spot currently. And I know I'm gonna get out of it. I have gotten out of every dark situation I've ever been in, every dark spot that I've been in. I have gotten out of it, and somehow it has made me stronger. So I look at that and I look at my patterns in life, and I know that I'm gonna come out strong again. But it's just like right now we're in the thick of it, and that's just like what I'm going through. But thankfully journaling has been an absolute savior for me. Okay, you guys, so I'm about to make some pork chops. I have no idea what I'm doing, so come for me gently, please. So I'm just gonna season, you know what, I'm gonna have 2. These are thin. With some garlic salt. I think I'm gonna do some black pepper. So I'm gonna put them in the air fryer, wash my hands, and then show you guys. Okay, so they're in the air fryer. This is the gross plate. This is what it is looking like. Just some raw pork chops, and I'll show you guys when it's done. Not me being a rookie and cooking meat in the air fryer. Oh my God, what a loser I am. Through this whole like breakup era, I have had a lot of people reach out to me on Instagram because my DMs are open, honey. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here because I've been needing a distraction, and I'm trying to like build new connections. And that just brings me like, people are asking like, how did you meet friends in your city if you never go anywhere? And I'm just like, I don't vlog everything. But recently when I was talking about the people that I hung out with on 4th of July, I actually met them probably like a year and a half ago. I was at a bar, Yes, I was. That's weird to hear Amberlynn Reid at a bar. I get it. I actually went a couple times before I stopped drinking, and I haven't had a drink since April of 2022, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I met this girl there, and then I later on met like her cousin, and then that like ventured off, and I was able to like form friendships with people that are outside of a relationship, because I feel like I've always just like had friends because of my relationship, or the people that were in my partner's life. I was always like in their life and a part of their life instead of them being in mine. It felt like a little bit. So it was kind of cool. Like with Feline, it wasn't like that at all. She was part of my life and hung out with my friends. So it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of cool because it was new, it was different. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So this whole like breakup era has had so many of you guys reach out to me saying that like this whole thing has made you stop watching reaction channels, and I just want to say thank you. Not for not watching them, but for acknowledging the poison that reaction channels put inside of the community. And it's not cute, lacks sympathy, lacks empathy, and you guys actually say it better than I do, word it better than I do. Like I feel like there comes a time where it's like, okay, are you a reaction channel truly reacting? Or are you just like biasly nitpicking and just trying to keep the money flowing by not being empathetic towards my situation, etc, etc. Like so many of you have reached out to me and said like, whoa, I'm finally seeing like their true colors. And I just think that's like interesting, because back when I had cancer and stuff, it was kind of like so many people were like, oh my god, I'm so glad like the reaction channels aren't reacting to Amberlynn anymore. But then like as soon as like I made it very well known that I didn't have cancer anymore, they like hopped on the wagon again, the reaction wagon. And it's like, wow, cool, like you did something that just seems morally correct. And I feel that way like in the same way like when people are grieving or mourning or just like thoroughly having like mental illness. I don't want to put it lightly, but like I'm obviously clearly going through something, and just for like so many people to put so much like bad vibes out there, and like the fact that people are kind of noticing that and like reaching out to me and like making sure I'm okay, like I appreciate that so much. So I just want to say thank you. Like I appreciate that. I also went to California Adventures, which is right across from Disneyland, and I also could fit on every single ride on that one as well that I chose to go on. I am talking Pirates of the like I'm just gonna name a bunch of random ones. Pirates of the Caribbean, the is it like Hotel of Terror or something like that? Like It's a Small World, like the Winnie the Pooh moment. Tons of the roller coasters. Like the first roller coaster I've ever been on was California Screamin', and I was over 400 pounds for all these. So I was a big body, and I fit on every single one. There's obviously a tons more rides that I went on, but I can't really like think of them at the moment. But yeah, I just don't want people to like be watching that and like listen to the haters and like think to themselves, oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to go to Disneyland. Trust, Disneyland like doesn't discriminate like at all. Their rides are made for all different types of people, including bigger bodies. So I just want to say here from experience that Chantel, Beauty Beauty, her dream is to go to Disneyland. Let her do it. She is going to fit on the rides. If I was able to, she's gonna be able to. I just feel like there needs to be a voice of reason, and since, you know, been there, done that, I just felt like I needed to share my story, that I had a lot of fun at Disneyland. So I think she will too. I'm having a hard time today, adulting, if you will. Right now I'm doing some dishes and I just feel sad. Last night, Feline and I had like, it was kind of like, I want to say it was a serious conversation. I mean, some serious topics were definitely brought up, like about when we're moving and stuff like that. But it was like a short conversation, so there wasn't like no hardcore depth to it. So that's definitely something that's been weighing on my mind, and it's like stressing me out like to the extreme, because I just don't feel like I'm healing from this the right way. I don't know. I just, no other heartbreak has ever felt like this. It's just, something just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Oh, and people were asking about why do I dry my dishes in the dishwasher? It seems like that takes up more time. I don't know how it would, because literally like in the same way people wash their dishes and then set it on like a dish rack. It's just, it's taking place of a dish rack because I didn't want my island to like be filled with clean dishes on a dish rack. That ain't cute. That's not aesthetic. So I mainly do it just for the reason of like, I don't want clutter. So yeah, I think today's a no makeup type of deal. A no makeup type of deal. I'm having some leftovers from last night. My kielbasa. I might also have some cottage cheese, mustard. I love a raw broccoli with it, so I'm probably gonna do that. Okay, so I already warmed my kielbasa. Here are my raw broccoli. I'm just gonna put this all in the same bowl. And of course, cottage cheese. I promise you this is good. Like, I know it's weird. Trust me. Feels weird, but it's so good. And delicious mustard. Can't have enough of that. So there is my meal. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm trying to watch Vanderpump Rules because everyone is talking about it, but it's like not doing anything for me. I'm 14 minutes in on the first episode and I can already tell that majority of this is fake. So I'm like, ugh, boring. Every time I look in the viewfinder, it literally just reminds me, girl, brush your hair. Like, I haven't brushed my hair in probably like 2 weeks. You know, I shower every day, but then I probably wash my hair like every 3 days. And then even while it's wet, I'll just put it back up into this. And for me, like, that's how I know I'm like super sad. Because brushing my hair always goes first. Always. Notebook, I would choose this. This is what I would choose. Same when it goes to like reading books. A lot of people are like, why don't you just read on the Kindle or whatever? And it's like, I got the Kindle and I was thinking about it, but as I use the Kindle, it's like, yeah, it's cool and all, but I prefer just like physical. I don't know, I'm not a boomer, I promise. I am a millennial, but it's like technology is taking over everywhere. So it's like, I still like to keep certain things from the past, like physical pens, physical paper, physical books. So I don't know. Not me over here making turkey kielbasa with garlic and onion for the second night in a row. Oh my god, it's just so good. I am currently cooking while having one of these. Yep. I'm also listening to Trisha Paytas's new podcast, Just Trish. So I have it paused right now though. We'll see. I mean, I like it so far. But how many podcasts has she had now? A lot. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just don't give up. Just keep on trying, no matter how many podcast journeys you go on. I'm blurry. Okay, so my food is done. I wish like I had rice or something, but I really am trying not to have like pasta and rice. You know, it's one step at a time. I love making this because I have leftovers for the next day. As you guys saw, I ate my leftovers from last night earlier. So far I've shown you guys everything that I've ate today so far. Hello, hello. Okay, I haven't vlogged for, I think it's been like 3 hours at this point. And I want to say about an hour ago, I was just like having a meltdown. You guys have been so sweet in my DMs. Like, so many people reaching out to me saying like how I just seem so relatable, because these are like feelings that people usually don't voice out loud, and like people just saying thank you for your vulnerability and stuff, and it just makes me want to like, I don't know, cry. Like, I wish I could hug every single one of you, because so many of you are also opening up to me, and it's just like, wow. So I also want to say that the person who sent me this book, because this was from one of my PO boxes recently, said that on the inside there was a letter, and that the person who wrote this book actually wrote inside of it and signed it. And I hadn't actually opened the book yet. So when she messaged me, I was like, oh my god, thank you for letting me know. So I just want to say, Tracy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, and you guys have just been so kind. I have definitely needed it, because going through a lot. There's a lot of things I'm vocalizing and a lot of things I'm not ready to vocalize, but we will get there. So I was in my pantry and I saw that I had like, I don't know, I'd say maybe 40% of this left. So I just ate them right after saying I'm trying to watch my carbs. Ugh. They were just staring at me in my face. They were really tasty, but no more buying these because this is like, honestly, probably one of my favorite snacks in the world. Not good for you. So far, these are the things that I'm giving to Goodwill. We have dishes and cups and purses and notebooks and books and wannabe Legos and just some like miscellaneous stuff. So we're definitely getting that going. Look like up close, I'm afraid to know. But a lot of people say that they like it, so I decided to do it again. I don't know. I'm just not feeling at my best. I'm gonna touch up my mascara because now that I'm like here and looking, I don't know. I need some like fake eyelashes. Like I used to wear fake eyelashes for a little bit there. Like my mom got me into it. I know, that's so funny. The magnetic eyelashes. But I realized that like sometimes I don't want my eyeliner to be super thick because the way that the magnetic eyelashes work is like you have to have the eyeliner and then you have to put the eyelashes on there because the eyeliner is what is magnetic. And it's like I've never used like glue and eyelashes. I did it like one time and I just could not figure it out. It looked bad. Got it all up in my eyeball. So yeah, that's just like, no. Not gonna be happening today, not gonna be happening tomorrow. I wish they made a magnetic eyelash moment, but like I wish the eyeliner was clear, which I'm sure they do. Maybe I should do some research or whatever, but I already have my video edited and everything, so I'm about to upload it. First, I'm going to probably schedule it, obviously. So I was just scrolling through good old social media and there's so many things that like resonate with me, whether it be quotes or poetry or like prose and things like that. And I saw this. It says, be enough for yourself first. The rest of the world can wait. And that just like really resonated with me. And I feel like it's kind of the theme of my channel right now, where it's like I need to be good for me. So I need to focus on myself and not other people, what they say, think. I need to figure it out for myself and be enough for me before I can even do it for y'all. All right, you guys, well, I cooked some turkey kielbasa with some onion. I have some raw broccoli, which I love. Some mustard, cottage cheese, and green olives with the good old garlic in the middle, which is my fave. So I haven't had this in a hot minute. Do I even still like it? So who's ready for a cottage cheese, mustard, broccoli taste test? Does Amberlynn Reid still like this? Oh my god, it's so good. With the turkey kielbasa, girl. Okay. So I've had another day where I've been so distracted. Distractions right now are a good thing. My hair is looking crazy. The reason why I chose to do these 50 days of uploading is because I wanted something to do. I wanted some sort of to the max swollen, which like I said, it hasn't happened that often. I'm swollen 99% of the time, but that's just like my normal swollen. But there's like a level where it's like, okay, that kind of hurts. Okay, so let's do the next question here. We have number 47. How much did you weigh when you were born? So I actually weighed 6 pounds, 6 ounces. So I was pretty small as a baby, but then like literally I got chunky by the time I was like 1 year old, just a little chunkster. But as years went on, that chunkster became morbidly obese, and I've been morbidly obese my whole life. Alrighty, the third question for today is number 36. What's the biggest reason you aren't getting weight loss surgery? Lack of stability. When you get weight loss surgery, they said you're gonna need someone. You're gonna need that one person like to really support you. And right now with this breakup, I don't want to put Feline in that position at all. And before anyone gets this answer twisted, no, I did not know that Feline and I were not going to be together when I made the choice not to get weight loss surgery, because at the time it was because I knew I wasn't ready. I have horrible relationship with food, and I knew that I wasn't changed. 12 therapy sessions did not change 31 years of me turning to food during the hardest times of my life. So instead of the professionals telling me, you're not ready, I just knew. I knew I wasn't ready. So why go through more heartbreak when I already knew that I wasn't ready? Like, it's like common sense. A lot of you were telling me, Amberlynn, you're not ready, and you were right. So now that you are right, like, let's leave the weight loss surgery arc behind us. Maybe we'll revisit in the future. Who knows? Alrighty, let's grab like an orange moment. We have number 55. Tell me if you guys know that song. Do you feel a lot of pressure to lose weight? That's such a good question. Yes, I feel a lot of pressure from the community and from myself. So I'm not really sure how to like answer this question. I don't really know how it was meant to be asked. But if I'm talking about like, do I have pressure to lose weight from like online people? Yeah, I feel that wholeheartedly. And I feel like I'm not gonna get the same opportunities as it's like in a calorie deficiency. And she makes TikTok showing what she eats at like McDonald's or Taco Bell or Chick-fil-A, like whatever it may be, like what she eats now versus like what she used to eat then. Like true real weight loss, when you're not trying to be like super heart healthy or just like super healthy, like you can lose weight eating anything. Hello, I'm currently in bed and my ceiling light is still not working, so I use this little lamp on my nightstand. But yeah, uploading 15 days in a row can be difficult when it's hard to even just get out of bed sometimes, but that's why I wanted to do this, you know, to make it to where like I had to get out of bed and had to get up and do something, some sort of like routine, if you will. I talked about this already in this video. What am I doing? So usually my nighttime routine is I will take my melatonin and then I'll go take like a really warm shower. I'm a nighttime shower girly. Sometimes I'll do it in the morning, sometimes both, but either way, like 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna take a shower before I actually go to bed. Something about like sitting in bed, letting the melatonin kick in, going to take my little shower, then coming back to bed and scrolling through TikTok. That is like my routine every single night. I know people have asked me before, like do like some like morning routine or like nighttime routine, and I promise you it's nothing spectacular. It's probably the same routine as everyone else in the world. Maybe not, who knows? But like literally it took me 2 seconds to tell you what my routine is. So I've already done the first step, sitting in bed, took my melatonin, which I only have a couple left as you can see there, but that's okay. I recently got a whole other pack, so we're good. Like I can't sleep without them. But I think tonight I'm actually switching up my routine just a smidge a little bit, and I'm actually gonna journal in bed, which I don't normally journal in bed, but I think I'm gonna sit in here and like put on some calming noises. Sometimes I'll listen to ASMR, or sometimes I'll like listen to like thunderstorms. I love that. It's the best. Like on Spotify, so good. They have like an 8-hour one. So if you like to listen to that while you're sleeping, that's like perfect. It's like chef's kiss. So sometimes I'll listen to that as well. So I do want to end my vlog. I'm sorry that it wasn't like eventful or whatever, but I mean, sometimes I prefer a wordy vlog versus like a dewy vlog. What? Like my favorite type of vlogs to watch are the ones where my favorite YouTubers just stay at home and they just talk and talk and talk and talk. Those are my fave. Anyways, I'm gonna go though. I hope that you guys did enjoy this vlog, a little wordy vlog, and I'm sure there will be more for sure. Just to give a little update, since I'm doing 15 days of uploading, last day is on August 3rd, so that means this one is day 10, which is crazy. I've made it to day 10, so why not